Hi, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. We are excited to talk about something that is shaping the future of software products, Agentic AI, and how we are building it in ThinkSolver. Unlike traditional chatbots that follow script responses, AI agents can understand context, make decisions, and take actions autonomously, acting more like digital coworkers than just conversation tools. We'll guide you through our journey from concepts to implementations to real world usage, including a live use case from our partner Payten. And now let's dive into how we approach agentic AI from an engineering and business perspective. Valentina, over to you.
Thank you, Angela. So agentic AI isn't just a buzzword for us. At ThinkSolver, we see it as the next step towards building truly autonomous, goal-driven systems that can handle complex tasks with minimal human inputs. So let's dive in. When we're speaking about agentic AI and the implementation of agentic AI, there are several maturity levels, so to say, in terms of what we really expect from these agents and what they can really do. Practically, we had this zero level of maturity, which have been chatbots that were based on some previous technology and let's say, models that were not so capable. And these chatbots have, let's say, have been built based on some dialogue flows. So they followed some fixed rules. They were able to perform simple, repetitive tasks, etc. So now we do have the technology to create something more mature and more flexible. So we have the first level of maturity in regards to agentic AI, which is the information retrieval agent, able to perform specific tasks regarding search, summary, etc., based on some knowledge base. The second level is simple orchestration, single domain agents that are able to autonomously orchestrate low complexity tasks and to handle siloed data. The third level of maturity are agents which are able to, let's say, cover complex orchestration and multiple domains. So they can autonomously orchestrate multiple workflows, and they can also work with harmonized data. And the final, so the fourth level of maturity, highest level, are multi-agent orchestration. So any-to-any agent operability and multiple agents from different systems that can collaborate together. So this is regarding the maturity level. And now I will walk you through our product that we built based on agentic AI, which is named Workforce Hub. So coming to the concept of the agent and how we see it and how it is defined within our product, the agent is defined by its role at first. The role represents the domain the agent covers and the corresponding job the agent can do. Within this role, the agent can have one or multiple skills. Skill represents a list of context-aware tasks the agent can do given the role. Besides skill, there are also tools. Tools represent, let's say, operations or actions that the agent can do within the specific skill. So we practically have a role of the agent, we have one or more skills of the agent within this role, and every skill can contain one or more tools. Besides these attributes, there is also a brain, which is practically LLM gateway, which enables us to use different vendors and different large language models, whether they are foundational or local models, and we can utilize them within the platform and within the specific skill. Besides brain, there is also the knowledge component. The knowledge represents the list of available data sources that the agent can access to and use. Besides this, there are also guardrails. Guardrails represent sets of guidelines and mechanisms to ensure ethical and context-appropriate behavior for the given agent role. And finally, we also have the channel. The channel represents the platform on the or the interface through which the agent can interact with the users. Coming to the specific use cases, there are numerous use cases that can be applied within this field. Here we have listed some of them which we have recognized as the most useful ones through our collaboration with the clients. But I will now walk you through, let's say, pre-built agents that we have. So practically there are a couple of them, and you can choose your own fighter or create your own agent. So the first agent is the sales agent. The sales agent can perform personalized recommendations. So it can deliver tailored product suggestions based on user preferences, behavior, or search inputs. They are also able to perform smart search assistance to interpret natural language queries to quickly identify and display relevant products. And they can also perform interactive guidance. So they can provide product comparisons, highlight key features, or narrow down the options through clarifying questions. Besides sales agent, there is also the service agent. And the service agent is able to perform automated inquiry resolution, so to quickly resolve customer questions with accurate and AI-driven responses. They are able to perform 24/7 support, and they are also able to execute specific tasks. So they can assist users with processes like order tracking, account updates, troubleshooting, etc. The next agent is the marketing agent. So the marketing agent is specialized for content generation. So it is able to create engaging and personalized campaign content for different channels. They are also able to, let's say, tailor messaging based on the audience and campaign goals. And they can also perform multi-channel optimization. So they can adapt content formats for different communication platforms in order to maximize engagement. Banking agent is the next agent that we have as a pre-built agent. It is able to cover the customer support, so to provide real-time answers to inquiries about account balances, transactions, loan options. So let's say in a general way, to perform some daily tasks that clients have in their let's say, mobile banking everyday interaction. Action execution is the next ability. So the banking agent is able to perform tasks like fund transfer, bill payment, appointment scheduling, and they can also offer personalized assistance. So it is able to deliver tailored advice on banking products and services based on the client needs, preferences, habits, etc. And the final one, but not the last one, is the credit analyst agent. So this is the agent which we have built the latest. We have identified with our clients that there is a real need for this agent. This agent in this domain can really help in, let's say, optimizing the time needed to perform the specific analysis, so they can really, let's say, speed up the time needed for data processing, for summarization, analysis, and finally, risk assessment. Besides these agents, we also have other agents like booking agent, for example, but we have built this product as a platform. And what does this mean? It means that you can create your own custom agent for your specific needs that can be included into specific process you would like to optimize. And here you may see an example of our graphical interface, which we call Agent Studio, that can be used for building custom agents. So let's say that in a couple of steps, you can define your agent and its role. You can choose skills from list of available skills this agent should contain, and then you can go to agent deployment. Of course, prior to this, you can also define skills by selecting tools, guardrails, and large language model for every specific skill. You can choose tools from predefined list, and you have the, let's say, intuitive and user-friendly interface through which you can do that. And besides the platform itself, there is also a chat functionality. So the agent can be invoked and can be used through the chat, but it can also be used through an API and other interfaces as well. But just for you to know, you can also use it through a web interface, pop-up interface with all security guidelines in place. But of course, theory isn't enough. So let us show you some real-world examples. So Angela, over to you.
Thank you, Valentina. Let's do that. So you will meet our two of many predefined agents that we built, like a sales agent that we are seeing right now, and M-banking agent. And each of them is optimized for a narrow goal and can be reused across different clients. So now let's see how they can provide immediate support and flawless experience. You probably noticed that you can give feedback to any answer that agent gives. You can check your order status. You can ask for help. Of course, you can give complaint and agent will submit it. And maybe the most interesting role to give product recommendations. So you can ask whatever you want, whatever you need, and agent will give you the best recommendations from the listed products of that client. Yeah, agent can compare two products, so you can choose which one to buy. It will compare all specifications, price, everything that it can compare between two products that you asked for. Technology-wise, like usage-wise, energy efficiency, price, etc. And it will give you a sum up of the comparison. And also the very interesting part, it can do upsell and cross-sell. It knows which products go together. So you get a full shopping experience. And now let's switch to M-banking agent. It can check your account balance, as Valentina mentioned. You can ask agent everything about your debts, loans, if you can apply for any loan, if you're eligible for it. It can process payments for you. So it can provide you information or do some actions for you. And while these agents look sleek, the road to building them wasn't always smooth. Valentina will share some lessons we learned the hard way.
Yes, so let's talk about the messy part. building a product based on agentic AI means rethinking how we design systems, from reliability to monitoring and from testing to user trust. So here we have listed some of the biggest challenges we have encountered through the implementations of the agents in the real world. So the first one is the cultural and strategic list of challenges. So lack of AI literacy, overhype, fear, and unreasonable expectations that AI agents can solve all problems, and let's say processes that are not put together in place, data that is messy, etc. So this is the first challenge, which is really a showstopper, and then that should be wisely approached. The second challenge is the organizational challenge. So we have legacy infrastructure and robust processes, which often make the process of integrating AI agent a lot more complex. Governance and compliance is the next challenge. So there are legislation limitations, specifically for some domains like banking and insurance. The next one regarding the explainability, traceability, and observability. So we have to make sure that these systems are explainable and observable so that we can really understand how the agents generated some output and what the reasoning process is. And the next challenge is data availability and quality. Of course, whenever we are talking about data analysis and AI applications, we come to this data availability and quality problems. So often happens that we have incomplete, messy, siloed, and unlabeled data, which makes this process harder. On the other hand, we learned something, or we learned a lot, regarding some of the best practices, how these challenges can be, let's say, overcome. So the first one is to ensure human oversight. It really depends on the maturity level at which the organization really is. But let's say that the best practice is to, let's say, build trust in AI, especially in the teams or for the people that will be using this AI in their everyday job. And the second thing, which makes this human in the loop possible, is to prevent unintended behavior. So when we have these two, trust in AI and when we prevented the unintended behavior of the agent, then we can continue with the implementation process. The second thing, and the second, let's say, best practice that we have identified is to really dedicate a good amount of time for documentation structuring. It really improves maintainability and reproducibility, and it aids transparency and compliance. And the third practice we have implemented is to involve all the stakeholders and all the people and to collect feedback. So gathering feedback from users, aligning agent behavior with the expectations, and involving domain experts in early phases in order to, let's say, test and validate these agents really helped us in two successful implementations in as a service center and Payten. So we practically built this product based on the agentic AI, and we have learned a lot through the development and through these implementations. But on the other hand, we have also learned when not to use AI, which is also very important.
Thank you, Valentina. Since we have successfully implemented an agent in Payten, let's give a word to our colleagues from Payten so that they can share their insights from diving into agentic AI. Mirko and Nebojša, can you share your perspective why you decided to implement agents in your everyday activities?
Hello, thank you, Angela. Well, while we're waiting the slides to come, Payten is a company that provides payment solutions to banks, financial institutions, and to the merchants also. One part of our activities is providing direct support to merchants for using of POS terminals, for accepting cards, solve problem, give different instruction to them, etc. Anything related to the usage of POS terminals. So currently, merchants have a number that they call, and they get our call center, uh, our agent, human agents, and then they give them instructions, information, and all necessary for regarding usage of POS terminals. So we this is obvious good field for agentic AI, especially when having in mind that we have around 100,000 of merchants we are supporting. But as Valentina said, we needed to go through some basic AI literacy and to make a build in this. So we wanted to try it first in some controlled environment. So we provided something we called uh, agent for agents. So we provided agent that will support our human agents in the beginning. So to make comfortable with the technology, to align our expectation, and to and also to find to define proper targets for such usage of agentic AI. So our first targets for this environment, when we provided agentic AI to our agents, human agents, was first to accelerate knowledge and experience transfer. So our agents had instant access to experience data for usage of POS terminals to improve speed and quality of answers towards merchants, and also to enhance the control of the information and instruction that they give directly to the merchants. So this is something I believe, Valentina, it is from the segment of service agent, as you
That's right.
define different types. And we learned a lot. We have quite good experience, but now I would give floor to my colleague Nebojša to share more experience for implementing phase and also usage of this agent.
Thank you, Mirko. Hello, everybody from my side. Of course, thank you, Valentina and Angela, for having me here. I would like to speak a little bit about implementation process of this kind of solution. The data is everything in our world, and we know that, but as this kind of implementation process is composed of several, we can say, like key parts, key elements, and each one of those elements are very important. And as Valentina said about orchestration of multi-agents, the same thing we need to have in this implementation process. Before the production, we have to orchestrate the whole process of integration. So the first part of this process is to get documentation, to get experience, and feed up the agent with that experience. The difference between agents like a human agents and AI agents is, for example, as we grow up, we are collecting the all experience from all around the world, but we need the difference is like a period of time. We need to get experience in some field of engineering or something like that. The AI agents could have like a high level of efficiency in very short period of time. We can feed up the model instantly with a large amount of data, with a huge amount of data, and prepare that kind of artificial agent to perform some kind of tasks. So the most important, the crucial part of this implementation is to get well-structured and cleaned data. And if we don't have data, we can do nothing with that. That's the first part. So after the transforming the data in correct form, we are going into a phase of verification, where we need expert's opinion. We need someone who will approve that this data is ready to be in production, is correctly written, and is like a reference. So after that phase, after the compiling those documentation using the large language models, the last phase in this process of implementation is testing, analyzing, and monitoring. And this is also one of the most important phase. We need to continuously monitoring the system and follow if the system returns correct response or not. And this is described with a feedback loop. I tried to draw here. So this kind of loop, it facilitates us to, if we don't have like a good response from the agents, we can retransforming the data, reformatting the data, or add some more data to get agents to be more precise. So during that continuous monitoring of the system, we are providing some kind of surveys from time to time to get more feedbacks from our agents in our employees who use this kind of solutions. And the feedback is really good. The most of the employees said that they are satisfied with this AI assistant, but we also nothing is perfect in this world, so we also have a negative feedbacks, and these negative feedbacks is a little bit more important than positive feedbacks, because they are guiding us in which direction we are developing the system in a further process. These agents today has had more benefits. One of them is improved efficiency and reduced time for waiting the response from the support. These agents is especially really good in the night shifts, because where we have our employees who are not so experienced, for example, new employees, they don't know so much about the job, but if they have like some kind of agent, they could ask like a question and get the response in really short period of time. So the agency is 24/7 available for our employees. After that, we are focused on specific knowledge base. That's exactly what Mirko said before me. Controlled system and specific narrowing the documentation for the exact use. This kind of agents, of course, has a multilingual support. So you can ask a question either in English or in Serbian or in other supported languages. And the last benefits The last benefits is that this kind of solution is very scalable. So we always have opportunities for further improvements in that process. That would be from my side.
Maybe just to add a few more words about our experience, also to emphasize importance of this feedback and working on improvement the system, because this is live thing, and it is very important to improve, to track, to follow, to get feedback, and then to give additional information to the model. And about the future use, we already started agents for one, I would say, more expert support for the customers that integrate their website and accept cards on a website, having in mind that people often don't read the instructions for integration, and this way they can get a very fast response and a feedback. And also next step would be definitely to offer to end customer merchants to use directly, so not to offer support for our human agents, but for merchants to get support about usage of POS terminals. And at the end, I would like to express gratefulness for having opportunity for cooperating with the colleagues from ThinkSolver that together with us solved all the challenges we had on the road, and also to educate us for usage of such a solution and to improve our performance in our everyday activities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mirko and Nebojša. Thank you for sharing your experience with agents and for sharing your further goals. To sum up, Agentic AI is changing how we build products and solve problems. It's not magic, but with the right mindset, it opens up huge potential. If you're thinking of trying this out or already experimenting with agents, we'd love to hear about it. Thank you all for joining, and big thanks to our